Why do we battle ourselves? I think the main reason why we battle ourselves is because we haven't fathomed the difference between the two minds that we have within. We've got a conscious element and a subconscious element. And understanding how your subconscious mind is delineated from your conscious mind will show us how thought forms turn into reality. So give me your attention for the next 10 minutes and we're going to break down the analytics of conscious mind, subconscious mind, and how we can actually apply this in our life. We battle ourselves because conscious and subconscious minds not aligned. So if you're trying to consciously be successful, if you're trying to be wealthy, if you're trying to be more loving, you want more love in your life, yet the more you try, the more the world actually seems like it's going the other way, that's because it's not a part of your subconscious mind. It's only a part of your conscious narrative. So let's break down the details of what is the conscious mind, what is the subconscious mind, what's the difference, what's their roles, what's the nature, how do we apply this into our life. So the conscious mind, I'm going to put two words on the board to start off the brainstorm of conscious and subconscious. Firstly, the conscious mind is the king of this vessel. The conscious mind is in charge. So this is what we're going to call king. And this is your conscious mind. Your subconscious mind is the kingdom, what the king is taking care of. Kingdom and king. Your conscious part actually only makes about 5% of your mental activity. Most of the activity that's going on internally is actually a part of your subconscious mind. It's part of your programming. It's part of your paradigm, your frequency. These are all words that can be used synonymously. So 95% is the kingdom, is your subconscious mind. And the nature of these two different aspects of our mind is as follows. The conscious is the person, like it's you, it's reason, it's imagination, it's intuition, it's your conscious daily activities. Right now, I'm consciously communicating to you. Subconsciously, it just accepts. Subconscious is like the all-powerful force that we have within us. And we have the choice, consciously, to press a button that turns cogs, that starts an engine, that turns this whole world around. But consciously, we just press on that button. It's the subconscious that does 95% of the work. So let's put another word down. So king is gardener. Conscious, king, gardener. Subconscious, that's a kingdom, and that's your soil. So the only reason why you would have internal resistance, internal conflict, you arguing with yourself, is because there's something within the vastness of your subconscious mind that doesn't align with what you consciously want out of life. So if I want like wealth in my life, yet I'm doing everything I can, I'm being everything I need to be, but it's still not happening, that's a sure sign that there is a pain prompter in our subconscious mind. So we might have went through a painful experience, and because it was so uncomfortable, we started thinking very unaligned thoughts that shouldn't be there. Pain prompters, negative beliefs, these all stem from pain and negative thoughts that we create from that pain. So that's how we lock ourselves. We lock ourselves by consciously thinking bad things, identifying with them, which then becomes a part of our programming. And once it becomes a part of our programming, we now see life through that new programming. So for example, like most of your programming actually happened before you even turned 7 years old. So most of us are walking around with prompters, with negative beliefs that have been implanted within us before we even turn 7. So you can't tell me that you're running the dance, you're running the show, if you haven't diagnosed the locks that are in you and you haven't been able to unlock them. Because there's locks that have been formed when you weren't even consciously able to be like, yeah, that I want to believe that, I don't want to believe that. Because when you were under 7 years old, you didn't know what was right, what was wrong in terms of like right thinking, how it contributes to reality, the whole art of manifestation, spirituality. You weren't versed in these elements of the game. But now you are. But you're still operating from old systems, old paradigms, old beliefs, and these are all stored within the kingdom. And that's because the king hasn't been doing a very good job. The gardener has been planting seeds of lack, of poverty. This might not even be you, because this is another element of the game as well. Conformity and creativity. Someone who conforms is someone who's letting external input be themselves. Someone who's creative is someone who's letting energy out. They are creating, they are reasoning, they're thinking, etc. And when you're consciously awake, you're like filtering whether that's right or wrong. Should I believe this? Should I not? You meet a friend, he says a phrase about like relationships. Do I believe that? Nah, not really. You're reasoning in your mind. But let's say you don't do that. Let's say you're like the majority of people and you are influenced by others, by external inputs. Then you're making other beliefs part of your subconscious mind. Now, this is not necessarily a really bad thing. This is a big reason why they say, choose your friends wisely, choose your company wisely, because it's inevitable that something's gonna seep through. We're not gonna be conscious 100% of the time in terms of being able to like filter everything that's coming in. There might be a few beliefs, a few thoughts that just come past us and they go past the conscious filter, which means now you're holding that belief. But it's good to understand how that belief happens, which we'll call locks, pain prompters. I feel like these are better words for it because it paints a picture of how they're formed a bit more. But yeah, this is the majority of what you have to comprehend, is that consciously you're a gardener. Every day that you're living, that you're doing, that you're being, you are feeding either your new highest self, your normal self, the person who's the highest ideal, your highest self, spirit, God, whatever labels you put to your highest self, or you can be feeding your lower self, the part of you that's got all the negative beliefs, the limiting beliefs, the paradigm that's not even yours. So comprehending this is the first pillar. We just got to know that consciously we're kings. We're all kings. We're in control of this vast network of the subconscious mind. We just press buttons that turns cogs, that turns into an engine that runs the whole world. Comprehend that little analogy. Because consciously we don't seem like we're like vast. We just seem like, oh, we're just a small human being. There's 8 billion of us. What value am I? But that thinking is wrong habits of the conscious mind. For it's only the conscious mind that can remember its beginning and look forward to its ending. Because deep down, who we actually are, our highest self, is spirit, pure spirit, infinite spirit. That's who we truly are. We're not this form. We're not just a human. This human experience is a part of our spirit's journey. You're not just body, you are spirit, pure spirit, in form, a perfect crystallization of the divine, right here. And you have that power, that subconscious mind generates, and you just have to plant these ideas consciously. But most of us are operating out of bad beliefs, bad locks that go into the kingdom, and the kingdom is reflected back to us. So most of us are living colourless lives, concerned with fear, frustration, and insecurities. But if we were to wake up to truth of who we actually are, and we started living and identifying from the highest ideal of ourselves instead of the lower self, we would start feeding the kingdom better quality material, which means we'll see reflections of that in our world, whether it's relationships, whether it's wealth, whether it's success, whether it's love, whether it's prosperity, whatever it is, it starts with a king, with a gardener. He's planting. Our subconscious mind just accepts what is given to it. And most of the time, 99.999% of humans aren't going to be consciously alert throughout 0 years old to 90, 100 years old. Which means there's going to be some information that enters the kingdom that we must be able to deal with. Otherwise, we're operating out of outdated paradigms, outdated programming. And if you're running on programming that doesn't stem from your own reason, from your own mind, from your own intuition, then you are living somebody else's life, somebody else's beliefs. This is why it's crucial for you to comprehend your patterns, your paradigms, and how to change it, which is a perfect segue into our next video, which will be us talking about the nature of our paradigm and how to exit the old paradigm. Put it back in the trash, no longer carry that baggage with us, and we're going to learn how to cultivate a better paradigm, a better mindset, a better way of looking at the pillars and nature of how thought becomes reality. Because we're all creating, whether you know it or not. So wake up to truth. You are pure spirit, baby. If you want to work with me, I've got a link in my bio, one-on-one, you can work with me. Or if you want to learn more about this concept, click on this video right here. Bam! Nice speaking to you guys. Much love. Have a good day. I'll see you in the next. Bam, 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 bam. Let's go.